Hi.
I would like to make some question for you
Okay.
about some battles in American Revolution. I would like to know if you know something about election and conquer battles.
Yeah, so the Lexington and Concord battle is the one where it kind of started the American Revolutionary War. So it's when it's like the official battle that started it. So it was Americans or the 13 colonies against Great Britain, and they fought off. I'm pretty sure. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. So that one, and it had like George Washington fighting in it and all that kind of stuff, who was like really big.
Okay, awesome. And what about Saratoga battle?
So I want to say the Saratoga battle was the one that like was the campaign for Saratoga, and it's the one that like kind of added in France's alliance with the colonies to fight against Great Britain because they were against them as well. They were, yeah.
That's true. The last one question about Yorktown battles.
So Yorktown was like the really, really main one because it's the one where the 13 colonies actually won against Great Britain. So like it was really giant, and they kind of like uh, pushed them into Yorktown. They kind of like kept pushing them into that town where it was they were against the water, and then they like captured them in there because the French army came with their boats and stuff, like all of their navy. So they were surrounded by Americans and French people. So, so that's the one where Great Britain finally surrendered, and yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about the Battle of Lexington and Concord. The Battle of Lexington and Concord, fought in April 19, 1775, kicked off the American Revolutionary War. Tension had been building for many years between residents of the 13 American colonies and the British authorities, especially in Massachusetts. On the night of April 18, 1775, hundreds of British troops marched from Boston to nearby Concord in order to seize an arms cache. The result of this battle was winning the American armies. As many as 3,500 militia men firing constantly for 18 miles only killed or wounded roughly 250 redcoats compared to about 90 killed and wounded on their side. Nevertheless, they proved they could stand up to one of the most powerful armies in the world. News of the battle quickly spread, reaching London on May 28. By the following summer, a full-scale war of independence had broke out.
Continue with the American Revolution, where Americans tried to get independence of the British Empire. There were some important battles. One of the major battles was Saratoga. The Battle of Saratoga were considered a turning point in American Revolution because the victory was tilted to American side. It happened in New York by 1777 years in two different places. The first fight occurred in Freshman Farm in September 19. Americans were led by General Gates, who broke off their action in the battle for some American conflicts. Finally, British won the camp costly, but it wasn't the end. The second fight was in Vimy Heights in October 7. Americans had more troops and they struggled until British surrender. The British General Burnet, who led the British Army, was forced to retreat with 600 British troops. Ensign Americans had the victory of the Battle of Saratoga, and as a result of it, French government was persuaded to formalize an alliance for American liberty. It should be noted that the intervention of the French government in American Revolution was a tremendous help for them.
As the consequence of the battle in Saratoga, the Yorktown Battle was the last major battle of the American Revolutionary War. In detail, the year 1781 found a large squadron of British troops led by Lord Cornwallis at Yorktown, Virginia. Cornwallis hoped to keep his men in the Chesapeake town until fresh supplies and reinforcements could arrive from Britain. The French and the Americans conspired to capture the British before that could happen. Activities of French naval led by Admiral de Grasse headed north from the West Indies. Meanwhile, Washington's army was stationed near New York City at the time. Along with a French unit from Rhode Island, Washington just marched over 300 miles south toward Yorktown. Along the way, he started fake military maneuvers to keep British upward. When Washington reached Virginia, Americans led by Lafayette joined in the siege. The French Navy kept the British out of Chesapeake Bay until Cornwallis was forced to surrender his entire unit of nearly 8,000 on October 19, 1781. The capture of the troops severely hampered the British war effort. So, the General George Washington with allied American and French forces, besides General Charles Lord Cornwallis' British army. On October 19, Cornwallis surrounded, effectively ending the war and ensuring independence. Stop the war.